Welcome to Today's Issues, a community service program informing you of the issues and events in the four-state area. Now, here are the issues for today on KNEO 91.7 FM.
Good morning. This is Luke Taylor with a Capitol Report update. U.S. Representative Eric Burlison called in last week to discuss recent work by the House Oversight Committee and to reflect on the anniversary of the Joplin tornado. We'll let him share that update with you here.
Eric Burlison here, your congressman from Missouri's 7th Congressional District, providing you an update on what happened in Washington, D.C. This week, the House voted on and passed House Resolution 5403, the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, which protects Americans' right to financial privacy by halting unelected bureaucrats from issuing a central bank digital currency. CBDCs are a government-run cryptocurrency whose value is fixed and replaces the dollars in your bank and in your wallet. They're programmable, traceable, trackable, and taxable. This communist Chinese-style surveillance tool could be weaponized to oppress the American way of life. I will always fight to ensure that we safeguard Americans' financial privacy in the face of potential surveillance, potential control, and political intimidation. During the House Oversight hearing this week, the Department of Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm testified, and I was able to ask her several questions, including why her department issued a costly new rule increasing the prices of light bulbs. She responded by saying, "That's news to me." Unfortunately, this is typical of the Biden administration. Nevertheless, I will continue to fight for you, the American people, and against unnecessary rules that increase costs for you. And finally, the Education and Workforce Committee also held a hearing addressing the violent anti-Semitism and the protests on campuses in Northwestern, Rutgers, and UCLA. I question the respected college presidents about their plans to ensure student safety during violent protests by pro-Hamas groups. I will continue to advocate for the safety of students and their First Amendment free speech rights. I also want to take a moment to remember the lives lost in the tragic tornado in Joplin 13 years ago. No matter how much time has passed, we will always remember the men, women, and children that we lost. That's all I have for this week. If you need help with any federal agencies would like to write my office, subscribe to the weekly newsletter, head over to burlison.house.gov. Eric Burlison here, fighting for you.
7th District Representative Eric Burlison can be reached at his Washington, D.C. office at 202-225-6536.
This has been Today's Issues. For more information about the issues you've just heard, call 417-451-5636. Today's Issues is presented as a public service of KNEO 91.7 FM, a Sky High radio network.